Good morning. I'm really tired. I have not been to bed yet, but I'm going in a little over an hour after I get my son off to school. I'm like, because I don't want it to be dark. I was not planning on making this vlog, and then I debated, but since it's such a hot topic right now, and I did on my Instagram, and me being me, I said, you know what, I need to talk about it and speak my opinion. So that's what I'm doing. And this is about the whole abortion thing and the state of Alabama banning abortion. And I'm gonna say what I said on my Instagram, because I don't say anything I don't mean, and I mean what I say. And I personally am against abortion. I'm against adoption too. But with adoption, I understand that if there wasn't adoption, a lot of families that have kids that want kids wouldn't have them. And I'm more for that than I am abortion. The only way that I'm okay with abortion is if you got raped, because then somebody took your rights from you. You didn't knowingly lay down and have sex knowing that you could get pregnant. Somebody forced themselves on you and out came a child. That's different. I don't care if you're 15 or if you're 50. You're old enough to know right from wrong, and you're old enough to know that when you lay down and have sex, even if you use condoms and if you're on birth control, there's a chance you could get pregnant. So if you really feel like you don't want children, then don't fucking lay down and have sex. Or if you are, it's 2019. There are so many birth control options. There's no fucking excuse for any woman to get pregnant and she doesn't want to. There are so many birth controls now that you don't even have to worry about taking a pill. The Mirena, which goes inside your vagina, it's good for 5 whole fucking years. You have the one that goes in your arm, it's good for 3 years. There's another one that's good for 5 years. And then there's the damn pill. There's just so many options. There's no excuse for any woman that truly does not want kids to get pregnant. And then there's fucking condoms. But if you knowingly lay down and have sex and get pregnant, then you should take care of your responsibility. You are grown enough to lay there and do what it takes to make that baby. So you need to be grown enough to take care of that fucking baby. But if you really are such a horrible person that you don't want the baby, there's adoption. Give the baby to somebody that does want the baby. You know, it's no fucking excuse to knowingly lay your ass there and fuck. And know that there's a chance you can get pregnant and then say, well, I did this, now I'm gonna just kill it. No, I'm not cool with that. And I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. I don't give a fuck what you gotta say. To me, it's murder. And I think that any woman that has an abortion should be charged with first-degree murder and should go to prison. You killed that baby. And I don't give a fuck if you were a week pregnant or if you were 6 months pregnant. Every pregnancy, every baby, we all had to start somewhere inside of the human body. So it's still a baby, whether it's in the womb for a week or 6 months. It doesn't matter. It's still a baby. You still killed something that was going to be a human. That's murder. So I am all for Alabama. Kudos to them. Hats off to them. I can't wait for Florida and the rest of the states to jump on the bandwagon. I will be the first to vote here in Florida when it's put on some ballots. If it's put on some ballots, even if it doesn't have rape and incest on it, I'm still gonna vote for abortion being illegal, because there are more women that are getting abortions just because they don't want the babies versus ones that were raped. A lot of women that were raped keep the baby and they raise it and they deal with the consequences even though it wasn't their choice. Most abortions are made from horrible ass women who knowingly laid their stupid asses down and got pregnant and then said, I'm gonna kill it. If there is an opportunity for me to vote for abortion being illegal, best believe I'm gonna vote for it. I will stand in line all fucking day just to vote for that. It should be illegal and it should be murder, and any doctor that performs these abortions, they should go to jail for murder because they're killing a human life. I don't need to, you know, make this a long drawn out vlog. I pretty much just said how I feel. If you're grown enough to fucking lay down, open your legs, and let a dick enter your pussy, then you are grown enough to take care of what comes out of you laying there, opening up your legs, and letting a dick enter your pussy. There are repercussions behind our actions. The repercussions behind having sex could possibly be a baby. And we all learn this in middle school. Not elementary, not high school. We learn this in middle school. So therefore, you are way grown from 15, 16, 17 to 50 when you know what the fuck you're doing, okay? There is no excuse. And like I said, if you really feel like you don't want that baby, at least be grown enough and somewhat of a decent human being to at least carry the baby and give it away to somebody. There are plenty of people out here that want kids that can't have kids, so give them the baby and give that baby the opportunity to have a good life instead of being a murderer. That's an option. Abortion should never be an option. Period, point blank. It should be illegal across all 50 states. It should be illegal in every country. Good for you, Alabama. Kudos. If I could clap my hands, I would. But I'm holding my camera on the tripod, so I can't clap. But if I could, I would. And yeah, I know you're like, well, why are you holding tripod? Because I want to. I feel like I can get a better angle this way. So, and as far as people saying that men don't have the right to choose for women, last time I checked, when people are in office, we choose for them to be in office. I'm vlogging, go. So if it's men that voted for this, you put those men in the office, correct? So don't bitch and scream and whine if it's all men that made a decision, but you put these men in the office. You can't think that when you put people in office that everything that you vote for or vote against is going to be of your choosing. It doesn't work that way. When you choose to put people in office, sometimes there are going to be things that those people that you put in the office are going to go for things that you're against. Not everything you're going to agree with, even if you put that person in the office. So maybe think about that next time, people of Alabama or people of wherever. If you didn't want all these men in office, then you shouldn't have put them there. Or if you didn't want all these men voting for women's rights, then you shouldn't have put them in there. The people of Alabama clearly put all those men in office for them to be able to vote against abortion. So I don't know why people are whining now. They had to know that there was going to come a time when there was going to be something on some ballot somewhere where even if they put those men in the office, they were not going to agree with it. That's how politics goes. You could put a Democrat in the office, I'm Democrat, or you could put a Republican in the office. That doesn't mean that everything that they stand for, I'm going to agree with because I voted for them. There are going to be things that they're going to stand for that I'm not going to stand for, even though we're the same party. We're not the same person. We don't have the same mind. There are plenty of things that other Democrats agree with that I don't agree with as a Democrat. We agree as a whole for the most part, but there are going to be certain things that Democrat feels one way about and that I feel a way about. So that's a chance you take. So maybe the people of Alabama should have put some women in the office. Maybe the outcome would have been different, or maybe it still would have been the same. Because again, this woman and this woman are not going to feel the same way on everything. That's just how life goes, and that's how politics goes. So y'all put them in there. So don't whine now. Who fault it is? But I also feel like it's common sense. Whether you're a man or a woman, you know right from wrong. Murder is murder. Abortion is wrong. So it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. It doesn't take a woman to know that. So I don't really think that that's a really valid point. And just like women can vote for things that have to do with the male body. If we know common sense and we feel like this is common sense, then we as women have the right to vote for something that has to do with the male body. There's no fucking law that says men can't vote for something that has to do with women and women can't vote for something that has to do with men. It's political and it's common sense. And at the end of the day, if the people that are in office are men, then who the fuck you think is gonna sign this shit? Man. Or actually it was a woman who made it illegal. Because she's the one that's over everything. But if it's the men who, I don't know what you call it, then it's men. It is what it is. Like I said, they should have put some women in the office. They put all them damn men in there. So ain't no need to fucking whine now. So think before you vote people into office. Because just because you vote for them, y'all are not gonna agree on everything. So there's no need to whine now. But it's just common fucking sense. It don't matter if it's a woman, it's a man. It don't fucking matter. To me, there's just no argument. Abortion should be illegal. And kudos to Alabama. And I can't wait for it to come to Florida. And it should be illegal countrywide and nationwide. If you gonna lay down and have sex, then deal with the consequences. If not, make sure your ass is on birth control. It's 2019. We have all this birth control out here. Everybody got health insurance. 9 times out of 10, your fucking health insurance will pay for it. It's no fucking excuse. Or just don't fucking have sex. Be a fucking adult. Hold yourself accountable. It's simple. And if you don't want the fucking baby, give it to somebody. But I absolutely think it's murder. And you should go to prison. First degree murder. Because you knowingly killed a child. Period. Kudos, Alabama. Abortion illegal. Okay? That's all. Bye.